Didn't take long, I'll tell you that much.
Got a nice one, Rich?
Yeah, it doesn't feel bad, Joe. Andy, you in?
Clearly a nice bunch of fish down there. Joe, what time of year does this start up?
Well, we get a good shot of them in the spring when they're inshore spawning. And then about August, we get another charge of them right straight through the fall.
And then what else can we see here besides these nice big sea bass?
I just found a porgy.
There you go. Well, we got porgies, we got blackfish.
Now, I know you work hard on finding these pieces
nice
of bottom. They are beautiful. I know you work hard on finding these pieces of bottom. What's special about this one?
Well, it's in 45 feet of water. There's not a lot of other structure around it, so it's somewhat of a magnet, and it's a good size piece, so it collects a lot of fish.
Now, you get an isolated piece like that. Rich, you and I talk about that all the time. You know, you could be in an area with too much structure sometimes. You're better off having a little patch, and the fish are going to be right on that.
Something a little out of the way.
Now, Joe, you said you got a lot of pieces that you fish closer inshore, but right now the water temp's just not right for that, right?
Absolutely. In the summertime, as the water warms up, we definitely have to move in a little cooler water.
Whoa, that looks good, Joe.
Feels like another decent fish.
I was on a jig.
Wow. I'll tell you what, I like this jigging technique. I haven't had to get my hands dirty at all.
or the boat.
Do you find you get bigger fish this way, Joe?
We can. When the fish are keyed in on bait fish, a lot of times on the jig you'll catch much bigger fish.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a nice
quality
bite here.
That looks like a good fish, Andy.
Yeah, I got a solid one on here.
There you go. And again, like we're just flipping up tide, working back, bouncing over the wreck. And it's amazing. They jump on. They're just so fierce when they hit.
Very aggressive.
Now, this is one of the best ways, I think, also, Joe, to get kids into fishing also, wouldn't you say? I mean, obviously today may be a little bit sloppy out, but for the most part, when these fish are on, they're really not a tough fish to catch, right?
No, it's real simple fishing.
That.
You know, the key is keep the bait moving. Oh, that's a beauty right there.
You ain't kidding. Look at this. You can put him in a well, Joe.
Yeah, that
sounds
one's
good.
These are very good eating fish.
Oh, one of the best. But, I mean, again, you know, getting kids into fishing, it's just a great way to get them started. Oh, man, I can't even talk. Every time I try to say something, I get hit.
Now, you mentioned starting kids off on this fishing. It's really, anybody could get into it. There's a lot of action when you're jigging sea bass.
Now, Andy mentioned before what else we're going to see here. And, you know, you said you get a mix of porgies and stuff. I mean, we're targeting sea bass today, and that's one of the reasons why we're using the jigs. But, I mean, when you bait fish, you said there's a lot of things you can do.